Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why, when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold them tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know. Closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found.
Unmute myself, that would help. Welcome. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining Happy Thoughts with Claudette. That's me. I do this show from a residential location in an upstairs floor and it's in a undisclosed bedroom in British Columbia, Dawson Creek, Canada, for anyone wondering. This is just a tiny little show. We've only been a year so far in the making, but you know what? Hi, Kayla. Welcome, girl. I realized last Wednesday, because we had such a great show last Wednesday doing the card readings, it was just on fire. At least I thought it was. Hello, Janice. Welcome to the show. Hey, Jodios. Welcome, girl. Tonight, we're going to be going over the sun signs, our zodiac, and we just used a Llewellyn calendar. So this is not anything that I do. I might add a little bit, but that I get intuitively when I'm reading your description for your star sign. But I am depending on Llewellyn's experts that have put the calendar together for us. But I was just about to say, the show last week, we hit 100th show. It was our 100th show last week. That's incredible. I can't even. I said, what, David? And Dave's like, yeah, you've done 100 shows. That's insane. It's just crazy how time is flying by. I think it'd be funny if I had the know-how to do it and we could do a compilation of from when we started doing the show to what it looks like now even. And I'm sure there'd be lots of giggling and laughing at just the huge learning curve that was involved. Hi, Catlin. Welcome. Aw, well, you're seeing me now. You've been really busy. She says she's been very busy and able to come into your sale for your closing. Oh, well, the longer you wait, the bigger the savings is. So there is that. So we just started, speaking of the store sale that Catalin is mentioning in the chat room. So we are in the process of closing down our storefront store, Happy on Main, downtown Dawson Creek, British Columbia. The store has been in existence just about 10 years, nearly there. And we've decided to close it down. And so now we're doing the liquidation process. Last 2 weeks, we were at 15% off. And starting on Tuesday, yesterday, we bumped it up. And we went from 15 to 30% off. So we have seen some people come in, excited about it. Yes, the store's still open, Catalin, and it'll be open till May, sometime in May. I'm not exactly sure when, but we're just going to keep moving the savings bigger and bigger for you because we really don't want to take any of this home. I've already picked through everything and taken my treasures home. Although it seems like every day I find a few more things that I missed, or all of a sudden I panic when I see someone else eyeing it up and thinking, oh, baby, I do want that. Oh, Jody, I love my store too. I absolutely love it. I'm so proud of it. I've been so honored to have had the experience in this lifetime to have such a store. All right, I will see you later. Oh, but Catalin, you're reminding me, and that's a really good thing to mention on the show. I've decided to take the weekend off. It's Easter weekend, and my family and I are planning a little getaway. So we've made all of the arrangements. The house is getting looked after. The baby dogs are getting looked after. Thank you to Janice and Dorinda. And so I'm going to be closed Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And I'll be back regular hours on Tuesday. So when you show up you won't miss anything this weekend. Nobody's going to take any of your treasures, Catalin, okay? I know, I'm really looking forward to it. We're just going to do the West Edmonton Mall. Edmonton is just like a no-brainer, right? When you think about where am I going to go? We're going to go see some of my family there. I would really like to give my little brother a hug and see my nephews and nieces. And you know, I haven't even told David this. We share everything. But I thought this would be fun to share on the show because he's really going to appreciate this. I've been working so much. It's not a contest of who's working harder, but as you can imagine, wrapping up a business and a storefront, there's a lot, and I'm the only person. So I feel like I've got 1,000,000,001 things in my head going around. Catalin, family is everything. Everything. So I was just thinking today, gosh, I feel like I just don't have too much gas in the gas tank today. I'm feeling a little impatient and just not my usual self. And I whispered to Spirit, I just said, what do I need? And I thought, gosh, I don't even have a deck of cards here. I did have a deck of cards at the front counter, but I had in my great wisdom taken it home. And I guess looking back now, it was great wisdom to take it home. Because all I saw was this old fortune cookie. And I thought, well, let's see what the fortune says. And so I cracked it open, and you are not going to believe this. I am huge about fortune cookies. I love fortune cookies. Anybody who knows me, you're going to find fortunes taped to different places in my everywhere, like on my laptop, in a drawer somewhere. I like them because they give you good thoughts. They sit in my vehicle so I can think about them. Hi, Corey. Welcome. We're just talking about cracking open a fortune cookie because I didn't have my deck of cards at the front counter. And I was feeling like I am so gassed out. What do I need? Why am I feeling like this? Because last week I had so much energy. I had I had extra to give. And then this is what I got. Let me read it here. Getting away for the weekend will help clear your mind. No shit. That is literally the fortune I cracked open. So that actually gave me a lot of hope and inspiration. I thought, okay, girl, you got it. This trip that you decided and insisted on, it's what you need. So yes, I literally put tape on it already. I had it on my hand so that I wouldn't forget it for the show. And I just could not believe this. But it makes me feel like my angels and my team are with me because this has been quite a journey, right? Wrapping up a business and, you know, it's emotional, even though I feel like I've worked through most of it. I know, right? Dave says that's cool. I knew he would enjoy that. I feel like I've just been given the green light to go have fun this weekend and not to feel bad. So there we go. Hey, Lindsay, you made it in. Welcome, girl. I'm so happy for everyone joining us. Probably around about 8 o'clock is when we're going to jump into everyone's zodiac signs and we're going to read that. Next week, I will be doing card readings again because I know how much you guys love that. You know, last week, like I said, it was such a good show. Like I just said to David, I felt spirit around me as I was reading everybody's cards and it just felt really deep. And it ended up being a record show for viewers. Like we literally we blew right past the goal we had and we're already working very well into I mean, we thought, gosh, if we can get to 500 viewers, that's going to be incredible. Well, guys, we nearly hit 8. It might even have been 800 viewers. And so I guess we just burned right through 500 viewers. And our next goal is 1,000. So we're just going to leave that up to the angels and the guides and everyone who watches over the show, and they will it the way it should go. But we were really amazed, and I think it's because people really enjoy getting their cards read. I think, and it makes sense. I love that too. You missed it. You missed it, Gary. Where were you? You would have had your cards read. It was a lot of fun. Hey, do you guys remember Dave Scott that I had on? Gary's making me think about Dave Scott. Hello, Rhonda. Welcome. Last night, because I listened to Spaced Out Radio in the evening. I like putting it on. I listen to him on YouTube, and then I can just scroll around and it plays in the background. And but last night I made the commitment and I bought my 2 VIP tickets to go to Cari-BOO-Con. I'm hoping some of you will be there as well. Dave Scott had talked about it. I'm going to make a note here and I'll put it in the show notes. Cari-BOO-Con. You know, he's so much better at this than I am, but I feel like while I'm talking to you, I'm going to see if I can get this going. Caribou, Cari-BOO-Con. I put an R in there. Cari-BOO-Con. I was hoping that I could put the link. I thought about this last night. I was like, man, it would be neat if I was that quick that I could put a link in the show notes for you guys. Command C and going back into StreamYard. Command B. I'm really excited about going. I'm excited to meet ghost hunters. Paramerv is going to be there. There's all kinds of people going to be there. Anyway, there's a link in the show, in the chat room here. Hey, that reminds me. If you're listening to my show on my personal page, Claudette Huber, that is the only page and possibly Instagram, I'm not sure, but you're not able to, like, I can't see if you type something in the notes, like in the comments below. So I would really love to encourage you to jump on to either Happy on Maine, the Facebook page, and start watching it there. You're okay to watch it on my page. It's just you're not able to participate in the chat room. And if that's something you'd like to do, or you'd like to say a comment to me, I won't be able to see it unless you're either on the YouTube or on Happy Thoughts page, my Happy Thoughts Facebook page, or Happy on Maine Facebook page. One day I'll get that figured out. I thought I did. I know it has something to do with the privacy settings, because typically personal profile pages are not public. I know, Gary, I feel like you want to go to this. So you got to let me know if you do end up getting tickets. We're going to go. We could represent Dawson Creek. Let's see who else is going to come with us. I got to book our hotel. I was asking in the chat room and with the Spaced Out Radio people, but nobody got back to me about the best place to stay at 100 Mile House. I think I've only stayed there once. So we got to research that and get our rooms booked pronto. What I find in the past is when you travel and go to a conference, the rooms get booked fast. 100 Mile House, Cataline, it is, he's got like buildings have been brought over to 107 Mile House, I think it is. God, my memory's terrible. Anyway, he was on the show. Make sure you go back and listen to that show with him on it. And he talks all about, he showed us ghost pictures. It was so creepy. Yes, Jody, yeah, you need to go. So it's here in BC. It's the very first Paracon. So there's going to be like Grant Cameron as well is going to be there. He's one of we're proud Canadian UFO researcher. And so, yeah, there's going to be lots of cool people there. And it's 108 Mile House. So 108 Mile. I said 107. Thank God David's here to get me straightened out. Yeah, it's like, Catalin, I don't know if you know like how big Clydesdale horses are. But he showed us like this building and talked about how you have ghost tours going through there. And in the Clydesdale barn, there is one guy that's holy cow. Yes, I believe you can bring an RV. I wish we had one. We got to get one. And yeah, Gary, I'm positive you can camp right on the property. I remember Dave saying something about that. And they're going to do like stargazing. So they're probably going to have some equipment. And also, if you're interested, he's even going to take people out on Sasquatch hunts. So when I say hunt, I'm not talking about like rifle hunting. I'm just talking about like maybe you're going to get to hear a tree knock or something, have an experience. He's got a few places that are known to have Sasquatch. So this is my jam, guys. So I'm super excited about going, and I wanted to just let you know I will be there, and I'm sure I'll be talking about it on the show. I'll try to take as many pictures as I can. Speaking about ghosts, Dave showed me something that was so cool, and I know you guys think ghost stuff is pretty cool. So I'm going to go to over here because I need to share my screen, because I want to show you this video. It is crazy. Let's see, is it this one? No. Is it this one? Yes. Okay. It's a video, so I'm going to play it for you guys. So this guy, he's called Santa Paranormal. I just started following him. But what he does is he goes and cares for the like tombstones that haven't been cleaned or cared for. He cleans around them. But what he has is like that spirit box that like where it's scrambling and picking up on random words, and ghosts are thought to talk through the spirit box and throw words out. So he's cleaning this little girl's gravestone. It says, "Spirit of 5-year-old Mary thanks me for cleaning her grave." This is crazy. David is the one who showed me this, and it was just crazy. So I'm going to play it now and stop talking. I hope you can hear that.
I let my drill, not the brushes, but the drill to a buddy of mine who's cool. He's in odd ends and...
You should have won. He's on.
You're welcome, little one. You're welcome, little one. Don't you worry about it. We'll get your grave all nice and clean.
Okay, I'm going to pause it because I can't see in StreamYard. Could you hear that? Because I can't hear it, but as long as you guys could hear him talking, the spirits thank him. I know, and it was a little girl. Did you hear the little girl's voice that said thank you? Oh my God, and there's other ones. So let me go back here to where we were. Santa Paranormal. Yeah, this is insane. His face too when he hears the little girl say thank you. There's other ones too.
All nice and clean.
Oh my gosh.
Pick up.
Anyway, I will definitely post this video, and then you can just, go and give a follow to Santa Paranormal.
I let my drill.
He's literally talking to the spirit. It's super cool. Santa Paranormal. So I don't know if I can do that. I'm just going to type in the comments for you guys. Here, remove. So it's on Instagram that I found the post. Santa Paranormal. There you guys go. I don't know how that'll work, but at least there's something in the comments for you that you could copy and paste if you wanted, or at least you can see it written there at Santa Paranormal. Santa like Santa Claus, Paranormal. And there were other videos too. There was one where he was cleaning a tombstone. Oh, I don't need these. And it was like for a young boy, I think. And the mom spoke through the machine and said, "That's my son." Oh my God. I don't know how I've never seen this before. This is so crazy. I know, it makes you think like, maybe I should go do that. I think that would be like, imagine walking around and just reading tombstone headers. The guy's name is John. Do you know him, Gary? Like, have you been following him? This is new to me. This is so cool. I wonder if we did that like at our graveyards, if we would learn stuff. Because I tell you, some of these grave sites look just... Oh, you're watching it on TikTok. Cool. Okay. So I just feel like you could probably get some really interesting stories and hear things. Because it's an odd thing, but when I need some quiet time and I want to get away from everything, that's where you're going to find me. I will even eat my lunch and go away and go eat my lunch in a graveyard. I just find it so, unlike others who probably say it's too noisy and everything, I just like the peace. And I feel like I am holding space for them. And that I'm honoring that their lives mattered. I don't know why, but it's so important to me. Oh, wow. Oh, you don't know him. Okay, Gary, yeah, but you've seen him on TikTok, which is pretty cool. My screen just did some funny stuff. Ooh, that is what happens when I start talking about spirits. So I know they're around me, But for some reason, I don't seem to hear them like the way some people do. Although, I know, right, Catalin? For me, they are super peaceful. I find like I can just be alone in my thoughts. And I like to read their tombstones just to say, you mattered. I don't know. I feel like so many of them, the older ones especially, they've been forgotten, like probably relatives are no longer alive or for whatever reason it is. I just feel like I'm paying honor and homage as I read out the names and take time to consider each person. Yeah. Yes, you don't need a machine. I get it, Jody. That's what I mean. Like some people are just gifted. Yeah, the only thing I have heard things, but I don't know. Like I need to work on that because I remember I was in a meditation. I went to Chetwynd at the Legion and I did this meditation class. I don't know if I told you guys this, but we were all deep in meditation, music's going, and all I could hear was the bar side of the Legion just buzzing. The doors opening, shutting, people are talking, and men are just, it's loud. I was like, oh God, they had to open up the lounge while we're having our meditation getaway, like our day of meditation. So we get through the whole meditation and the guide to the meditation. She's like, all right, let's go around in a circle and check in with everyone. You don't have to share if you don't want to. So they go around. Well, Claudette's, I'm perfectly fine to share. And she gets over to me and I'm like, I felt like such a tool because it didn't work for me because all I could hear was the noise and the clatter over in the Legion side, like the bar. I'm telling you, this is for real. This happened. This spooks me. So I'm with my girlfriend and it gets to me and I say to the guide, I'm sorry, it didn't work for me. All I could hear was all that loud talking next door. And I said, it's so loud, the door's closing. I could not concentrate. You could have heard a pin drop. Like the whole room is silent. They're looking at me like I've got 3 eyes. And at that point, my girlfriend just burst out laughing because she can see and hear super easy. And she said, Claudette, there's nobody next door. And I'll tell you what, that spooked the fuck out of me. I was like, holy cow. Like, I swear to God, it was the full throng of a bar going on. And there was nobody there. Oh, I couldn't even, like, that moment was so big for me. Like, I just didn't even get it. Like, and then the idea is, like, how do you tap back into that? Like, why did it happen in that moment? I don't know. It was so crazy. So sometimes I'm clairaudio, like I can hear it. But it doesn't seem like I can hear it like that, like often. I get a lot of thoughts in my head, and I've since learned that I think that that's part of it too. WTF is right, Kat. I felt like it was just so like off the charts because there was no denying what I had experienced. But then you have to keep going. It's the class, right? But my girlfriend who like talks to the air and, you know, she's always having she thought it was the funniest as hell. And I just was like, what the fuck just happened here? So yeah, it was quite an experience. So I know I can do it, but I don't know. It's not on command or anything. How are we doing? 8 o'clock. Well, before we dive into our zodiacs, I have one more thing that I want to share with you guys. I got a delivery. It was funny because the lady who dropped this off, she said, Claudette, You mentioned on your show you stand there and you can see everyone, and she's right. Most of the time, like if I'm at the front counter of my shop, it's like I have like full view, you know, and I can see the front sidewalk, and I like that. It feels like I'm not so cooped up indoors. I have beautiful windows all on my storefront, and I have a great view. Anyhow, she said, I couldn't sneak the letter in to your mailbox because you would have seen me, because she was trying to get it done during the day. So I said, is it okay that I open it up on the show? And she said, sure. So it's sealed. I am going to open it right here with all of us. So that's like, let me go here. High current comment, banners. I haven't talked about these in a long time, but if ever you have a question and you would rather it be anonymous, you're welcome to send me a Dear Claudette letter. You can email it to happythoughtstherapy@gmail.com. You can send me a letter in the mail. Where's my address? You can mail it. There you go. I'll leave that up here while we look at what I got. Oh, I love this. Let's celebrate. I need a home. Oh, look at this. I got a pink heart. Let's celebrate. Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you very much. I love this. Now I'm already looking because I'm a bit of a crow that way. I'm going to have to find a spot so I got a little handle right here. I'm going to hang it right here. I've got a heart looking at me. Oh, and I got a card. Dear Claudette, as one door closes and another door opens, let's celebrate together. The past is the past and the future's is bright. Mwah. We are going to celebrate. We are celebrating. Celebrate. It's gonna be all right. All right. Thank you very much. Here we go. Mom is letting them play with your screen. Yeah, she is. She is, just to make a point. We're here. It's like Horton Hears a Who. That is such an impactful story for me. The big elephant, and then there's the little dandelion flower, and then there's all these people alive. I feel like there's so much truth in that. So yes, I acknowledge you. I know you're here, and thank you. You can play a little bit, but you can't do too much. Thank you, Grace. You know exactly when to let a little fun in. And she would. I forgot we haven't even talked about our card, have we? Let's go to a split screen. Add to stage, and we're going to go to this one. Here is a better one because you get to see. So just for this time being, I'm going to remove the comments and the banners. Hide. And I thought I had one more. Hide. There we go. That'll be better for you so that you can view the card that we chose for this, or I chose for this week. So this is very interesting, guys. It's such a powerful card. Boadicea the Queen. And it's just like you envision she's riding a chariot or something, and she's just victorious. Just like the flames and the birds. There's just so much power in this. It's like she's walking away from the war. She's victorious from the war. I don't know. I want to look at it in my book so you can enjoy it. So number 22. Oh, a 2-2. 2-2. Boadicea the Queen. I don't even know. That must be like their arcanic cards. Major arcana cards? Yes. Okay. Let me look. Okay, I gotta take my glasses up so I can see the card. I want to look at the images here are so interesting. So for anyone who's doesn't know, behind in the background here is Boadicea's Tarot of Earthly Delights. This is the deck that we're using now for every show. Every show, we decide what the title is by the card drawn. And this tarot deck has been such a treat. It's very different, but the artwork is so incredibly capturing and unique. Everything is so unique. I want to look here. She just gives me this sense of like a very accomplished woman who is very strong, and she leads her people. Like she's holding the spear. She's got like, it looks like behind her, she has conquered her enemies. It seems like I can almost see like boats in the harbor. So someone who's trying to come into her territory and she becomes the ruler. She will not. It's like, yeah, it's either a chariot that I see. Also like that metal piece in front of her. You almost get the idea of a yoke is what's coming to me. Like an oxen yoke, and how she will not be contained. I'm super excited to read about this, guys. Let's get into it. So this card is going to relate to us. Anyone who's listening, anyone who listens much later, this card is going to be something for us to pay attention to and see how it relates in our everyday life this coming week. Boadicea stands in her chariot with a violent storm brewing behind her. She exhorts her troops to rise up against the Roman Empire. Her two daughters ride beside her. I wondered what those figures were. Her presence fueling her determination to seek vengeance. 3 corvids circle behind the queen, symbols of military strategy and battle. Oh, wow. I love that. The sky roils with crimson storm clouds, evoking the destruction yet to come. Death unfolds in Boadicea's wake. I got to tell you guys, for me, I can so see this. I feel like this is me right now. The store is behind me, and I am being counseled and told how to go about, putting the store to its end. And I feel like those corvids are circling around me. I have counsel. I know that just from last week when I shared with you the Coven card. Guys, if you haven't started yet, I would love to encourage you to start pulling a card a day. Sometimes you'll feel like I need that card for longer, or I haven't understood that card. Stay with that feeling and don't pull another card until you feel like it's understood. And it can last for a week, sometimes even longer, but you will get your answer and it's going to make perfect sense. And the more you work with your oracle or tarot deck in this manner, the closer you're going to get to hearing and understanding and being more aware of all of the ways that your team is communicating with you from the other side and all around you. Because let me tell you, they're not just up there, they're over here, they're over there, they're everywhere. So I really relate to this card. The interpretation says, in a time of oppression, it is imperative to resist in order to remain in good conscience with oneself. Rebellion comes as a cleansing when tyrants are overthrown. We owe it to ourselves and our descendants to resist oppression here and now. Silence in the face of institutionalized oppression is consent, even complicity. This is something I've always carried with me, and I've told my children this. Be very, very aware at all times of what is happening around you. What is the activity going around you by the people that you surround yourself with? because they are a part of you and they represent you even when you're not around them, but people associate you with them. So whatever they do, you want it to be in the highest and greatest impression, right? And you want it to be a clear representation of you. So it's incredibly important, to be thinking about who is sitting at my table. Do they represent my beliefs, my morals, my ideas of what I think are important in this world? Because even though you're not there with them at times, other people will know that you are friends with that person. And when they're having an interaction, you are automatically tagged in with that. And they'll say, oh, I didn't realize Carol thought that way. I mean, they're really good friends. And so I'd want to just encourage you to start thinking about the company you keep, because they represent you even when you're not there. And what they do when you're with them, if you don't speak up, that means you agree. And I know that's difficult, and I know there is always a fear of like, well, what if they don't like me, or what if I lose a friend? But is that a friend? Is that truly a friend? A friend has your back. A friend will straighten your tiara when it's crooked. Maybe you've made a misstep. They're there to gently help you. They're there to listen. And they share the same ideals as you. So I want you to give that some thought. I guess that's the message from me, from my team to you, is whose company are you keeping? And who's representing you when you're not around? Because that is the impression that everybody else is getting about you. Boadicea called upon the ancient Celtic British goddess of victory, Andraste, for victory in battle. Andraste is similar to Nike in ancient Greece. Wow, we are all going to march in victory. Yes, victory may be inner, a victory over our lower selves, such as commencing a period of sobriety after alcoholism, or external, such as a victory over an opponent, or successfully protecting a marginalized person. Interesting. Think about how you can bring victory in your life this week. Maybe you are abstaining and you've been dry, like that's so amazing. Maybe you're standing up for someone who hasn't had an advocate in their life, someone who's truly looking after the best for them. Sometimes, it's almost like sharks circling the water when they see a human being that is vulnerable or isn't as strong to voice their opinions or rock the boat. And then it's like everybody circles around them and they just take advantage of that person. Maybe that's where you could be victorious this week, is giving that person a voice and helping that person. So let's go into the symbols of the card. Boadicea, she's a queen, a military commander, a leader forced into the role by circumstance. The power of women, mothers, and goddesses. Sovereignty over oneself and one's life. That's right. Take ownership of your life. We are in charge of our lives. Nobody else has control over our lives. 3 corvids represent strategy, battles, harbingers of war, scavengers of the dead. Iceni dwelling in flames. Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought I saw a figure there. Wow. Destruction wrought by oppression. I like that it's at her back. She's going to be victorious, everybody. Roman buildings destroyed represent the vengeance of the oppressed and abused. And fleeing populace represents war is most harmful to people with the least power. Oh, this makes me think about current events, as I'm sure a lot of you listening to this can't help but relate to it. Violent retaliation, even if justified, can unleash unpredictably dire and widespread consequences. Another gold nugget for this week. If you are being tempted or feeling tempted to take vengeance, maybe you have heard about some information and you could use it to your advantage and literally destroy someone else's ill-wrought popularity or their position in the company. Sometimes it's better to be quiet, because what can come out of that? It's like waking the dragon up, and you're going to bring havoc and chaos into your life. It's not for us to avenge or take vengeance on people for things that have been done to us. The best vengeance is to walk away and just get ourselves freed from thinking about it. Find your way to get your peace, but there is no peace. All it's going to do, if you go and act on this impulse, is it's going to create a lot more chaos in your life, and you're going to suffer even more loss. And sometimes you're even looked at in a different light, where you think you're going to gain all this popularity and people are finally going to see you for who you are, only to find out they all look at you with disdain, and you won't get the outcome that you were looking for. So I feel like some people are watching have the upper hand at the moment, or feel like they could play a hidden card in their back pocket. And I just want to urge you to reconsider, because the cost will be great. Now, let's get into our comments. We're going to get those back on. And beautiful deck, so fitting, B says. All right, I think I'm caught up. I'm just going to take a swig of some water here. And we're going to dive into our zodiacs. I'm going to push this keyboard out of the way. Yes, 2026 Astrological Calendar by Llewellyn. This is like the 93rd edition. That tells you how many times they've put this out. It's such a great calendar. Ooh, look at this. This gave me shivers. Here's Aries. Wow. That is badass, isn't it? Wow. Amazing. She's stunning. Aries. Okay. So you guys have been patient enough. Let's dive in. Aries is the first sun sign I'm going to read on. Aries, the beginning of the month may feel confusing and maybe even tiring. Things may not be clicking into place as easily as you'd like. After the 9th, you'll feel a surge of energy and focus. Remember, Aries, confidence is a superpower. Just don't let overconfidence trip you up. Ha! Aries, I feel like that little message I gave before we dived into this is what I'm talking about. I feel like hold back, even though you could smear somebody's name or you've got something big on them. Don't do it, Aries. Don't do it. Your good days, Jodios, 24th, 25th. And your demanding days, the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th. So a streak of days, the 8th, 9th, and the 10th. That's going to be the days where you're really going to have to bite your lip. And they're going to be things that you wish you could say, but you're not, because you watched the show and you're going to be a wise one, Aries. Okay, next sign, Taurus. As you approach your birthday, take time to reflect on your progress. You're likely feeling grounded and in tune with yourself, Taurus. So use this time to get rid of things you don't need to bring into the new cycle. Stay adaptable and open to new possibilities. Wow, I love this about you, Taurus. I feel like I can just see you like taking a bunch of things to ministries, or, for us, like girl guides, like that's where in Grand Prairie we used to say, girl guys, go to the secondhand store, right? I think it's time for you to really release what needs to be released. This is a good time for you. You're grounded, you're stable, you feel like you've got direction, you know where you're going, and that's a great time to kind of clear out the clutter. It's almost like spring cleaning. I would have said today felt like spring, except, oh my God, that snow came down. And then a lady came in the store, literally came in the store and said, "You didn't order this white stuff, did you?" And I looked at her like, just buy your bingo tickets. That's all you're here for. Does Claudette look like the kind of girl that would order snow? No. Plus, don't bring in that downer energy. Taurus, stay adaptable and open to new possibilities. I wanted to repeat that sentence because you are going to be presented with something different, and you're going to have an opportunity to have some fun, something really off the cuff that you normally wouldn't do. Maybe you're going to be invited to a different kind of gathering with different people that you normally wouldn't be around. Go do it. Go have some fun. Open up to the possibilities of something new. There's no mistakes, and you have free autonomy of yourself. If you don't like where you're at, you can get in your vehicle and say, well, that was a mistake. Listen, go live life. Okay, so Taurus, your favorable days are 26 and 27, and your demanding days are the 11th and the 12th. Wind was cold, B said. Yeah, I know. Not being negative, I hope. No, it's just, like, not everybody, this lady just came in to buy tickets. That was it, right? Bingo tickets, because I sell bingo tickets for Chet TV Bingo. And so she was not there for the spirituality of the shop or anything. And you can always feel when someone's not connected spiritually, there's just like this, like, it's almost like dead air around the person, and there's like a cloud, like, Linus, is it, with the blanket and all the dirt? That's how, I don't know if that makes sense to you people, but I just feel like sometimes you see people that aren't like spiritual or having a spiritual relationship. There's just a negativity around them, and they think that's fun and that's great conversation, and it's just such a Debbie Downer. Gemini, you're next. All right, Gemini, although you may feel compelled to retreat, you'll have moments of inspiration this month, so don't quit. Remain open to creativity and bold thinking. Jot down ideas and revelations as they come. You'll find them valuable when your mind clears and you're ready to take action. Yes, 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 Gemini. I cannot stress this enough. Get taking notes. Even if you're using your phone notes, take notes, because anytime you get those inspirations, you're going to find that you're going to forget many of them. And when things start to escalate and get really busy and frantic with with all of implementing all the things to get your project going, you're going to wish that you've written those things down. That's what I did when I opened my shop, and I was so grateful for the fact that I'd taken time. Their pages were even like warped. If my hands had been washing dishes and they were wet, I would just go and write that down as quick as I can, because I knew it'd be in and out. But they were these moments of clarity and inspiration, and I knew they were fantastic ideas, and they were. So that's for you, Gemini. You have some really good days. You have many good days. The 1st, the 2nd, the 28th, 29th, and the 30th. So today, April Fool's Day, I guess you must have had a great day. I was kind of being mindful of everyone, but I did good. Nobody played any tricks on me. Demanding days, 13th and 14th. Yeah, it's Troopy, right? That was the beginning of our friendship. That's for sure. The shop is very special for many people. What does Catlin say in the chat here? She said, spring is just around the corner. Yay! And yes, it's till a wee bit cold, but the sun is up early now. I know, having the light coming in the morning is it's everything, isn't it? You just don't feel so alone. I hate waking up and it's dark. I'm like, nobody else in the world is awake. It's lonely, and I feel sorry for myself. Next sign is Cancer. Cancer this month brings dynamic energy, and it may test your patience. You're likely to feel challenged and maybe even short-tempered, but don't let frustration push you into retreat. Instead, channel the fire to fuel new ambitions and move forward with confidence. Oh, Cancer. Yeah, it's tough not to let our feelings get the best of us, isn't it? I feel like they're really cautioning you that don't just throw the towel in, even when people are picking you and you're making you so pissy and angry, or there's shortcomings because they're just so wrapped up in themselves and they don't see everything else that's going on around them. I just want to encourage you, because you're obviously working on some important things, Cancer, and you need to finish them. So if it means that you need to remove yourself from that situation or that space, but don't stop the project. Maybe find a new place to work on your project, or whatever you're doing. There are so many ways to do things in life. I always say you make yourself a victim, right? You are in charge of your life. You decide what happens. You decide if you're going to be sad. You decide if you're going to continue to be sad. Or you decide, am I going to sit here at this supper table and listen to this bullshit one more minute longer? You can make that decision and decide, I'm not going to be the victim in this anymore, and I'm not going to choose to eat my dinner at my friend's house, or I'm just going to make sure that I'm working out when it's dinner time. You make things happen in your life. So Cancer, your favorable days are the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th coming up. And your demanding days are the 15th and the 16th. Leo, for my hubby Dave, you may find yourself bursting with energy this month. Don't wait for things to fall into place, Leo, David. Take action while you have momentum. The temptation to stick to your usual approach may be strong, but embracing change will bring the progress you're looking for. Ooh, I like that, because my Leo, he is definitely about how he gets it done each time, and this is how he does things, and he's very calculated. And I'm Sagittarius, so I'm very spontaneous, and I like to book things just on a whim, and I like to talk to people just on a whim. So he's learned a lot and had a lot of fun adventures with me, but I feel like, Leo, you are being asked to be a little impulsive. You're going to spot some new opportunities, and they're saying to you, they're good ones. Go for it. do it. You are Pisces. Where's Pisces? Oh, Pisces, you're going to have to wait right to the end, Catalin. All right, so Leo, your good days are the 6th and the 7th. And your demanding days are the 17th, the 18th, and the 19th. So for you, not so much planning. Maybe take a few of those steps out. Virgo, life may feel messier than you're comfortable with this month. Disruptions and challenges may leave you feeling off balance. However, there's support around you, Virgo. Lean on the simple pleasures that bring comfort and calm. Staying grounded will help you navigate the chaos. Oh, sounds like you're going to have a little bit of a month, Virgo. You know how when you're like, what else could happen? I feel that for you. You're going to be having some things going on and you're just going to feel discouraged. But just know that they're temporary. It's always temporary. And I find in the times when I don't have very much that I feel like I want to be grateful for, that I can be grateful for, that's when I work even harder at it. And the simple things like how my favorite blanket on my bed feels under my hand. Sometimes just the most simplest things of comfort can help us just get, recalibrated and know that we're going to get through this and just to take our time. Virgo. You're Virgo, Gary. Cool beans. So it sounds like you've got some challenges this month, but hang in there and just do the things that bring you peace. Like if you have a pet, and you enjoy going for a walk on those days when you've just had some shitty stuff going on, just find those things that bring you happiness. Maybe this is the month where you're going to go get a blizzard at Dairy Queen. Things that bring you comfort. It's going to help you get through this because sometimes things just aren't going our way. And it sounds like you're in the rapids part of the river this month. So your good days are the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th. And your demanding days are the 20th and the 21st. Now moving on to Libra. Something significant may be coming to a head, Libra. When challenges arise, look at them as opportunities for growth. Trust your inner strength and wisdom to guide you. And remember, Libra, that balance and objectivity will keep you steady and moving forward. Ooh, steady heads will prevail, Libra. That sounds like that is what is the lesson for this month. Just no matter how high the boat rocks in those rocky waters, steadfast, hold your position because it will pass. It's a storm, but it will pass. And it will be in your benefit to stay true and steady to the course. Whatever it is that you're working on, you're going to find some ripples and some waves hitting you. Your favorable days are the 11th and the 12th, and your demanding days are the 22nd and the 23rd. Scorpio is next. You may start the month feeling a bit off as things may not quite align, but momentum picks up after the 9th. You'll find renewed strength and drive. While some tension may arise, lean on the support around you to help you move forward. Stay focused and be flexible. You're kind of like Aries at the beginning. Things are just kind of like feeling off for you. So know that after the 9th, you're going to start feeling like things are going back into where they need to be in order to make progress. You're going to be a bit frustrated at the beginning. I like this for you. You're going to be getting the support you need, and look for it. You know, you don't have to be suffering in silence. If you're feeling attacked by, maybe at work things are tough for you, or in your friend group you're feeling like you're getting this kind of icy feeling from someone, it's okay to go and lean on someone you trust and let them know and talk about your feelings. It's important. You don't need to be carrying all these burdens on your own. Sagittarius! Yay, yay, yay! Aquarius is coming, Lindsay. You're being so patient. Okay, I'm here now, Sagittarius. You're all fired up and ready to leap into action. That's me. But flexibility is key. Not everything will line up perfectly this month. Oh, God, you don't have to tell me. And you'll need to make adjustments along the way. Stay open to seeing things from different perspectives, and the path forward will be smoother. All right, Sagittarius, I know we can get very fixated on how we need to make things happen, and we have these clear plans because we are planners as well as spontaneous. But when we do plan, we expect people to toe the line and stay in the line. But I'm going to tell myself, I'm going to tell all the Saggies out there, take a breath, and when someone brings a new idea or concept to you, I want you to internalize it. And don't just say a knee-jerk, no, thanks. Instead, listen and sit on it. And the more I've done that in my life, the more I've broadened my horizons and allowed new ideas and concepts into my existence that were never there, which I love. I love learning. Go, Claudia! Right, Judy? I'm all about it. Okay, so I have to have an open mind. Oh, you had to step away. Well, you didn't miss anything, Lindsay. Lindsay was worried for Aquarius, but you are coming up a couple more. So, Saggies out there, your good days are the 15th and the 16th, and your demanding days are the 26th and the 27th. Cool. Next is Capricorn. As the tension builds this month, choose your battles wisely, Capricorn. Be purposeful with your actions, exercising patience and staying grounded. It's important to remain objective about your goals and dreams. Stay focused and learn to avoid being steered off course. Wow, I totally feel this, Capricorn. What I see is just like, don't get distracted, and then it'll take you off of what you're trying to accomplish just by the little nagging things that are going to piss you off, or something that maybe letting those little details go will be in your best benefit. I had something on the tip of my tongue to tell you. Exercising patience, staying grounded, support and remain objective. Choose your battles wisely. That's right. There's a saying that what hill do you choose to die on? So think about that, Capricorn. I really want you to think about, is this a hill worth dying on? Is this battle worth making everybody uncomfortable, even though you could be right? Sometimes it's not even, okay, what are my 3 gates? Before you speak, let your words pass through 3 gates. Is it true? Is it necessary? And is it kind? That's for you, Capricorn. And it's for all of us. Favorable days, 17th, 18th, and 19th. Holy Capricorn, you've got a rough month. Your demanding days are the 1st, the 2nd, the 28th, the 29th. Here, let me take a breath. And the 30th. Oh my gosh, I need to take a drink. Holy moly. Hang in there, Capricorn. Okay, Aquarius. You may feel like life's moving too fast this month. Oh, Lindsay, here we go. And clear thinking is elusive. Instead of digging your heels in the dirt to slow things down, find a way to keep up. Embrace flexibility and letting go of expectations to help you navigate this time more smoothly. Aquarius, this is just like almost like for Sagittarius, this flexibility and opening your mind to a different way of doing things, even though, and Leo too, they're being asked to like, maybe you don't have to do steps 1, 2, 3. Maybe you can do 1 and then skip to 4 and then maybe just go right straight to number 10. I don't know what that is, Lindsay, but there is this feeling like we've got to like slow things down. Everything's going too fast. Sometimes the greatest things happen like that. They're just super fast and you almost feel like you haven't had time to think about all the pros and cons. This isn't a time for that. Enjoy it and allow yourself a little bit of bravery to be free. Go, Jody, it's your birthday. Jody, is it your birthday? You gotta say if it is or not. Wow, if we need to know these things. Okay, so Aquarius, favorable days, the 20th and the 21st, and your demanding days are the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th. And we are finally there to Pisces. Oh, Jody says Aquarius are nice and unique people. Well, I think Lindsay is a nice and unique person in the chat room there. She is very unique too. Pisces is the last sign of the evening. We did it, guys. All right, Pisces. The energy shifts this month, and you may notice everything speeding up. Embrace this change. It's a chance to harness the supportive energy around you. Stay adaptable and open and let this momentum carry you towards your goals with renewed focus and confidence. Wow, you are also going on the roller coaster ride. Things are going faster for you, but that's okay. I love that. Okay, I got you, Gary. Pisces, it's important as well for you to show some flexibility and adapt to things. It's like when you're on holidays and you're traveling and you have this itinerary, but now you saw something that wasn't in your itinerary, but you'd sure like to go and check it out. Go check it out. So that's the thing. Even though you have a plan laid out for you, it's so important to leave some space and some time for other things to come into your life. And that's exactly what I get the idea of here. And it's going to help invigorate what it is that you're working towards. I know, Lindsay, doesn't it sound like it's, yeah, all of us are in it. And I get this theme of like, for us to kind of let go of the power and the control is the word I'm looking for, and just kind of go for the ride a little bit right now. You can let it go. Things are supposed to accelerate. Love that. Thank you, Llewellyn, once again. Wonderful. Oh, hang on. Did I tell you your days? I don't think I did, Pisces. Your favorable days are the 22nd and the 23rd, and your demanding days are the 6th and the 7th. Okay, got that done. I don't want to forget, because I forgot this, speaking of forgetting. Let me remove this. I forgot it. See, I forget everything. My goodness. Luckily, I can still do a show. My gosh. I said I was going to do the sleep hypnosis so you'd have a good sleep next week, guys. Sorry, I totally forgot my book, so I couldn't do it. I didn't prepare for that. But we will do it next week. I've drawn an arrow and a big circle in my notes here so I don't forget. What did I want to say? Right. I don't want to forget this. April 14th. Aw, I love you too. Love you too, Catalin. So April 14th is our next group gathering, our dinner. We're going to do it at Flavors 8 this time. April 14th at 5:30. Hopefully we'll see some new guests there. It's always fun to see who shows up. It's just for the listeners of the show. If you want to gather with like-minded individuals like myself and we can talk about the show, or we always end up having talk about spirituality or ghosts, or there's always something going on at our table that's fun and very a lot like what we talk about on this show. So I'm very excited to see who's going to show up. Yes, put it in your calendar. Flavors 8. It's just like very open invitation. I go, Christopher goes, I think Janice goes. She's been there for most of them. And then after that, we've got a few that have come like not consistently. So we never know who's going to show up. It's fun. And it's just great because we can all be weirdos together, right? And talk about spirituality. Once I brought cards, and that was so impactful when I brought a deck of cards. I might have to bring a deck of cards. I'm going to have to think about a fun activity we can do, something fun and low-key, but that we can have fun. So, I'm actually finished early tonight. I can't believe this. What do we want to do? What do we want to talk about? I think I've talked about everything I had on my list here. Yes, Jody. It is at the GDI. Do you guys have any questions for me? I'm open to answering them. And a reminder to anyone listening later on in the show, the store this week for Easter weekend, I will be closed Friday, Saturday, and of course I'm closed Sunday and Monday. So I will see everybody the following week on Tuesday for 30% off. There is 30% off right now as well. And there's so many holes, like on the shelves and stuff. I think I have maybe one Buddha left, I think. Yeah, I think people were like checking out the Buddhas. Things are starting to move. Yep. What time are you closing tomorrow? So I close at 5:00. Now tomorrow, across the road is the market, because they're in the old True North gym location. So that's super cool. And they run pretty late. So sometimes it depends. And as it sits tomorrow, Dave should be home. So I will probably be open later, but don't hold me to that. You can always just message me on Facebook to see if I've decided to stay late. But generally I do on Thursdays if I can, just because there's more activity going on and people are still walking around and stuff because of the market. Yeah. Yes. Well, you better come grab it, Jody-O's. You're going to be in for a shock when you see the incense room too. I changed that around. So I've compressed the incense and got rid of all the empty slots because we've sold out of so many at this point. And so now I compressed everything. There's nothing on the first 2 rows for the bins, and everything's been put down. And I think it looks fantastic. But it's use the phone kind of old-fashioned. Yeah, you could use the phone too. You could call me. Things are looking different. Yeah, they really are. I just sold a sweater off the mannequin, so I pulled another one off the wall there to dress her up. She'd been naked for a couple of days, and I'd forgotten about her, frankly. And then this mom and this boy came in, and of course the boy was almost blushing looking at my white mannequin. I thought, oh shit, I forgot to put a shirt on her. So yeah, I made sure to do that this morning and get her dressed up. We don't want any kids feeling weird about seeing a naked torso. Oh. Oh, what is Nag Champa? Oh, it's a type of incense, Gary. It's kind of like that old school. It's the one everybody knows. It comes in a blue package, and I don't have any here, but it is incense on a stick. And you can get it in cones too. That's something that we had the largest selection of incense in Canada at our store. It's instead of the cigar room, I called it the incense room. Well, we loved it. We love it. We still love it. I'm still taking care of it. Yeah. So did anybody get any tricks played on them? I didn't have any April Fool's tricks, and I'm grateful for that. I'm not really good with tricks. I like seeing other people have a trick played on them, but I'm the first girl to fall for stuff. I'm always was so flippin' gullible. I hated it. Yeah, put it in the comments if you guys had an experience with April Fools. So next week we'll read cards, so that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. We always have fun doing that. Well, guys, listen, I don't want to leave dead air. I don't see any comments coming up, and I want to just thank you all for watching the show and supporting. You guys are just so amazing. I love chatting with you in the evenings, and thank you so much. We've hit 100 shows. This is 101, mile 101, and I'm going to love you and leave you. Oh, B says she was good this year. Her friend tried to catch her, but I didn't let him this year. You were like on watching. Yeah. Yay. Hey guys, I'm going to leave you with my beautiful song that I love so much. I didn't sing it. I didn't write it, but I love it. It's very, very uplifting, and thank you so much. I love that. You are welcome, and we'll see you guys next week when I'll be reading your cards for you. Have a great week. Enjoy your weekend, however you choose to enjoy Easter. I hope it's exactly the way you want to celebrate it. And happy Astera to those who celebrate that. So here we go. We're going to go into my favorite song. I'm going to put my headphones on so I can hear it too.
Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why.
I'm going to mute myself because I start singing.
And all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. You